And we begin today at noon in Weather Alert. It's been rainy and cloudy this morning, but this afternoon, snow is likely. We're watching a major storm move through the area. Thanks for being here at noon. I'm Kay Quinn. Temperatures are in the 40s right now, but that's going to change this afternoon. We begin with meteorologist Jim Castillo and the Weather First forecast. What's the timeline, Jim?
Yeah, so the timeline on this batch of snow and that colder air that comes in will be 3 o'clock until probably just before midnight when we see those snow chances even around the metro. And even if we get only up to an inch of snow, as we know, we get some bands of snow in here that have caused issues on roadways, and it overcomes a warm roadway temperature. So we'll be watching for that. And right now, though, in Cuba, Missouri, you see a little bit of white in the grass there, and also Moscow Mills. Otherwise, no big issues on the roadways there. Pike County, a different story, where it's been cold and still snowing, and yes, partially covered roads there. 43 right now in St. Louis. I've noticed a dew point going down. We'll get that down a little bit, the temperature down, and then that snow does move in late this afternoon and into the evening hours. So partially covered road, Pike County is what we're seeing on the travel map there. And then, of course, the Weather First Doppler radar, still snowing snow showers, northern Calhoun County, Greene County, into Pike County. So still snowing up there. Also southern portions of Lincoln County into northern Warren County. And then you get some rain in Crawford County around Cuba on top of that snow that they had yesterday. So that cold air is moving into our western counties. And there's the back edge of the storm system. See all that snow, Columbia to Springfield? That has yet to get through here. So we'll watch that for you as we go throughout the noon hour and into this afternoon. Much more on the forecast and the amounts expected coming up.
Okay, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you, Jim. You can always watch our local news and weather anytime. It's all on the 5+ streaming app. Download the free app on your Roku, Fire TV, or Apple TV. Just search KSDK in your app store. Mostly rain for us now, but this storm is leaving a snowy mess in most of the nation's midsection. More than a half-foot of snow created whiteout conditions in several cities. Major interstates are closed in Kansas and Nebraska. 250,000 homes are without power. The National Weather Service says up to 12 inches of snow could blanket a broad area stretching from southeastern Colorado all the way to the upper peninsula of Michigan. Happening right now, St. Louis Mayor Tashora Jones and other city officials commemorating Police Chief Robert Tracy's first year on the job. Last year, the city recorded its third straight year of declining homicides. Today's ceremony comes a day after the police chief and other city leaders held a public meeting on public safety. At that meeting, they faced hundreds of people to answer questions about several issues. As 5 on Your Side's Laura Barczewski reports, it got very heated at times.
St. Louis Public Safety Director Charles Coyle says they've made some big improvements to the 911 system. Last year, they were down 50 dispatchers, and on Monday, he says they are only down 16 dispatchers.
We now are taking calls. We have a national standard of within 10 seconds to answer 90% of our calls. This time last year, we were answering in the upper 50 and 60%.
While St. Louis Police Chief
level radioactive contamination that may exist does not pose a health risk if left undisturbed. There's no specifics on where the signs will be placed, but they'll most likely be placed in public areas. Meanwhile, the Missouri Coalition for the Environment, which has been advocating for more transparency from the Army Corps, says the signs aren't enough.
We have long asked for it. The community has been asking for this going back to the early 90s. So we're glad to finally see that the Army Corps agrees that there should be signs up along the creek. Unfortunately, we don't believe that these signs will have the impact that is needed or desired. They're very wordy, kind of bland in nature. I can't imagine any child stopping along the creek and reading this long sign before getting into it.
Both the Missouri Coalition for the Environment and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers are continuing to ask the public for input and engagement. Today, the Riverview Gardens School District is opening a new school-based health center. The facility will provide services from Care STL Health for students and families all across the district. The clinic is at the Riverview Gardens High School and will be open to students and families on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. A plan by the Clayton School District to purchase a building from Caleres Inc. is getting some pushback. 4 former city mayors say it's an unwise decision. According to our partners at the St. Louis Business Journal, it could cost the city and the district $1 million a year in property tax revenue. The 9-acre campus is just steps from Clayton High School. The district released a statement calling the purchase a unique and pivotal opportunity. The statement reads in part, quote, "We cannot and will not invest in a real estate endeavor that doesn't respect the symbiotic relationship between our district and the city of Clayton. The purchase price has not been released, but the current appraised value of that property is more than $33 million. New at noon, 95 Labrador retrievers are being cared for by the Humane Society after being rescued in rural Missouri. We're told the dogs were found at an unlicensed breeder called Show Me Labradors in Phelps County. According to a lawsuit, the owner has repeatedly refused inspections and has been operating without a license since January of 2022. The Humane Society expects to make the dogs available for adoption after they've been given a clean bill of health by veterinarians. A traffic accident causes a fire truck to roll on its side in Belleville. This was the site a few hours ago at Route 161 in North Belt. It's right at Belleville East High School. The fire chief tells us the truck was responding to a call when an SUV hit it, pushing the fire truck over on its side. The driver of the SUV wasn't injured. The 3 firefighters on board the truck were taken to a hospital with minor injuries. Disturbing new details about the parts of that plane that blew off a jetliner during mid-flight. What investigators are finding as they dig deeper. Plus, the Secretary of Defense in the hospital, and it seems the president was never told. The controversy surrounding Lloyd Austin ahead.